Shalom. I would first like to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Chaha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops at Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there pushing this truth, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning. To you also, I say shalom. It is your brother, Haratzis Agabar, back with another lesson through the Spirit. I just want to come at y'all with something quick and Lord will edify. I had a pretty long day today, and I actually want to do a lesson today concerning the Hellenization of Israelites and Israelite Greeks. Nonetheless, though, time did not work in my favor today, so nonetheless, still want to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying for the time being. And me going into the Greek stuff would have been perfect for today because they had a lot of probates going on in my school today, and there was just a lot of things going on concerning that as well, man. So just around that as a whole, it's just the spirit was in the air for me to just go in about on that subject or on that topic, but unfortunately the time didn't permit. I got caught up with a lot of stuff at work and stuff like that, so it is what it is. Just have to say that for my lesson I'll do on Monday, Lord willing. If the Lord permits it, it's going to be another one of those history lessons I go into with the series that I've been doing. I have a few videos that I've done, lessons that are similar to that as well in the past. As you can see, the title of my lesson, we don't have much time left, man. Things are speeding up. The days are speeding up. This truth is going out more and more. It's being spread throughout the earth. People are waking up, and the days are being shortened, man. But as I've done, before, historical lessons and stuff like that, I've done in the past. And I'm going to do another one. Like I said, it's going to be going into the history of, the Hellenization of Jake, man, and pretty much the Greek Empire, the Greek captivity that we were in. So just be on the watch for that. Nonetheless, though, before we get into this lesson, this is pretty much just a talking point for me. Something I could talk off of, and I kind of was going to go into a little bit of a rant. Things I've just been thinking about, a little bit. Things that's kind of been on my spirit lately. I was watching the video from the elder brother, Amon Gabar, earlier today. Pretty much just talking about how the Lord is speeding up time, man. And I definitely agree. Like he said, he mentioned in his lesson, a quarter of the year is already gone. Whenever I look back, when you're in a moment, it'll be like, damn, it seems like things are going by slow. But then I look back at it, and I'm consuming so many things throughout the day on a day-to-day basis. All of my days, it seem like they're just flying by, right? So, for instance, I was busy today, right? I woke up, sat in my bed for about 2 hours. Then one of my family members called me. I was on the phone with them for like 2 hours until I had to go to work. I had to go to work for 4 hours. Ended up working. Instead of working from 12 to 4, ended up working from 12 to 4. Went to go get lunch for like 30 minutes to an hour. Came back when I wasn't even supposed to. I was supposed to have been off at 4. Came back, went back to work at like 6. I was down there for another 4 hours until like 10 something. I didn't get back to my room till about 11, right? So me just staying busy, like Like a day like that, I typically wouldn't have a Saturday like that. A day like that, though, it'll seem like time's flying by. I got called back down by my supervisor at 6 to go handle something. I look up, 2 hours done passed by like it wasn't nothing, right? So the Lord is definitely speeding up time, man. And that's these scientific guys or whoever, you know, people who study the earth and stuff like that, saying that the earth is spinning faster. Time is going by quicker. 50 seconds, or so like a 60 seconds isn't a true minute anymore. It's really 59 something, 59 point something, or 58.7, whatever they said. Yeah, man. And the Lord spoke of these things, right? But for the elect's sake, right? Because we know that everything is for everything that the Lord does is for the sake of His chosen ones, right? The elected house of Israel. Matthew 24 and 22, it says, and except those days, let's get 21, because it's the topic of discussion. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be, right? So I was just thinking about the things that the 2/3 of our people are consumed with, right? I go on my Instagram, I was just talking to my mother about this earlier today. I said, Mama, I can't go on Instagram for the past 24 hours, a little over 24 hours now. I can't go on Instagram without seeing somebody post about a damn probate today. That's what I told her. I didn't say it exactly like that. I told her that. I said, I cannot go on Instagram without seeing something about a probate. That is what our people are consumed with. Those are the things that fascinate our people, right? They're focused on worldly, pagan, heathen things, right? Why is that? Because in our culture and in our society, that is deemed, if you're a part of that type of stuff, you're deemed as being successful, right? You're deemed as being, sometimes even looked at as being better than others. That's what they push on you, right? Oh, so when you gonna cross? When you gonna come to the good side? When you gonna right? They try to push that on people. When in actuality, the fashion of this world is sure to pass away. Now, would those people think that or know that? No. The Lord is not dealing with them on a spiritual level. He hasn't foretold them the events that are about to occur upon the earth. The fact that they only going to be able to enjoy that for a short period of time, because very soon they're going to be worrying about life and death, right? Where they going to get their next meal from? Are they going to have a safe place to sleep at night? Those are the things that are going to be consuming them, right? They're going to be worried about if they can make it through the night. Because the Lord is going to indeed pour His wrath out on His people. Jake, the 2/3 of Jake, the ones who transgress against the Lord willingly. In fact, let's get another precept after this one concerning that. Matthew 24, 22. And except those days should be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And even then, we haven't even gotten to the bad parts. We haven't even gotten to the nitty gritty. We haven't even gotten to the exciting parts of this story, right? We're just at the beginning of the roller coaster. I don't even want to say at the beginning. We're at the beginning of the climax of us going up the hill of that roller coaster. We haven't even reached the top yet. But with the things going on in the world, politically, economically, the fact that you don't know about it, haven't been paying attention to it, or neglected, and you're in the dark about it, oh, you're cooked. They're about to bring back the draft. They're going to implement martial law. They're trying to crash the society right now. They're trying to crash the grid. They're trying to shut things down. Trying to stop everything that's going on. How do you think Jake is going to react when these things happen? They don't think it's sudden. They're going to think, oh, what's going on? Right? I can't do this. I can't do that no more. And like I always say, man, when Jake realizes what we've been saying is true, it'll be too late. Jeremiah 4:14. O Jerusalem, wash thine heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts lodge within thee? What I was just saying. Those vain thoughts, the vanity, the meaningless things that consume our people's mind. Yet, as the brother Shakar would say, niggas are dying. Niggas are dying. Whole groups of people are being destroyed off the face of the earth. Wars being fought. Money being fought over. Oil. Right? Real life shit. Stock markets. The crash of the dollar. Plagues being sent on the earth. Do our people consider these things? What the outcome of these things could be? No, they don't. They live in la la land, man. Everybody, if you just go out in society, if you go out in public and you look around, and you just look, because I like to people watch. You look at what people are doing, you know what I'm saying? They walking around. They be in their own world, man. Majority of these people don't even pay attention to what's going on at all. Whether they watch the news, whether they know anything about history, the signs and the patterns, the fall of an empire, right? Or they'll say, oh, we know about these things. But then they'll still choose to be ignorant towards it, right? What's that going to do for you? Like I was just talking to my professor today about. He was a guy who taught me in high school, and I ended up dating his daughter at one point in time. We were talking about that because they know that they're Israelites. And I was telling him, man, I was talking to my sibling about this earlier today. And I said, Mom, I'm the type of guy, man, if I tell you, hey, either you believe it or you don't. But, I mean, that's on you. That's what I told him. And he was like, because he had asked me, he had told me, he's like, I didn't know you were Israelite, or that I knew about the truth. And I was like, yeah. So I told people and stuff like that, if they choose to believe it or not, that's on them. And he's like, yeah, man. I said, he was like, even if they choose to believe it or not, don't make it a difference. They're Israelite whether they like it or not. And I was like, yeah. Or whether they receive it or not. And I was like, yeah. That's true. Of course, unless I'm not talking about those who are of heathen nation, right? Or have the appearance of a Jake, but they're really a heathen. I'm not talking about those ones. But same, using it as an analogy to compare to this. Whether you Whether you accept the fact that the world is ending, this earth age is ending or not, does not change the outcome that it's going to end. Consuming their minds are vain and foolish thoughts. As the Lord described us, He's described us as stiff-necked, hard-headed, rebellious house. He also described us as a sottish people, meaning stupid, foolish. But our people will not consider. They won't learn until death after pain. For a voice declareth from Dan, and publisheth affliction from Mount Ephraim. Make ye mention to the nations, behold, publish against Jerusalem, that watchers come from a far country and give out their voice against the cities of Judah. As keepers of a field are they against her round about, because she hath been rebellious against me, saith the Lord. Right? Why do you think the Lord did the things He did to us? Because we rebelled against Him. Why did our people rebel against the Lord? Our forefathers were rebellious. They want to go their own way. They want to follow out the heathen nations, right? The heathen customs, which our people still do today. 2/3, that is. And even then, us that are striving to be righteous, there's heathenistic things that we can't get out of or that go on, right? So we're in the captivity, man. Unfortunately, there's only one way we can get saved out of this is through Yahushua HaMashiach. Thy way and thy doings have procured these things unto thee. This is thy wickedness, because it is bitter, because it reacheth unto thine heart. My bowels, I am pained at my very heart. My heart maketh a noise in me. I cannot hold my peace, because thou hast heard, O my soul, the sound of the trumpet, the alarm of war. Destruction upon destruction is cried, for the whole land is spoiled. Suddenly are the tents spoiled, and my curtains in a moment. How long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that was my point, man. I had another thing I was thinking about. Let's see. What's heard from wickedness that thou mayest be saved? For voice to clear from this. Vain thoughts lies within me. Let's see. Meaningless thoughts. These things. Oh yeah, the wisdom of this world. The fashion of this world is soon to pass away. The wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Lord. But nonetheless, though, man, y'all get the point. I'm going to go ahead and play this real quick. It's surprising that a Jake woman is seeing this.
Case and even
Well, actually, I should say a woman in general.
case and even I know we don't have 10 plus years on this earth. Believing in Jesus Christ, we don't have 10 plus years on this earth. I don't understand. What are y'all trying to work for all this money for to become the top 1%? That shit over with. It's over with. You done. We're done. We might as well just sit and wait for the Lord to come back. Let's be honest. Y'all trying to hurry up and get rich real quick, so you can have a couple months. No shade, but bro, come on now. We might as well just lock it in. Lock it in, nigga.
As the scriptures say, man, riches profit not in the day of judgment. Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. There's a lot of powerful people on this earth that believe that they've been drunk off this Babylonian juice for so long. They believe that this way of life is going to continue on forever, right? The inward thought is that their kingdom shall rule forever. Nonetheless, man perish like the beasts, roughly paraphrased. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perseverance of transgressors shall destroy them. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Lord willing, we be at that number. Babu Shah. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright shall deliver them, but transgressors shall be taken in their own naughtiness. When a wicked man dieth, his expectation shall perish, and the hope of unjust men perisheth. The righteous is delivered out of trouble, and the wicked cometh in his stead. Right. So when these plagues start to consume the earth, the ones who have been handling their business, right, the prophets, men of the great millstone, and like-minded brothers, they're going to be all right when the calamity comes, when the troubles come on the earth, because they handled their part on this side, right? And Lord willing, we be the elect, the hopeful elect, man. We'll be all right in that time, Lord willing. Revelation 21:7 says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers, and idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. That's about to come upon the earth, man. A time like have never been seen on earth. The second death, right? The first death with the flood, which deleted the majority of the human race. And the second death gonna do the same thing. Cleansing of the earth, man. We're coming upon the end of an earth age. What you don't understand about that, this empire is collapsing, and there's nothing that can save it. The Lord already wrote it, man. The Lord declared the end from the beginning. So if he said, like I always say, if he said he was gonna do it, it's gonna come to pass. Oh, I can't never remember where this scripture is, Salaki. And as the scripture say, man, I know it's in Isaiah. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning of a thing. We're coming, first and foremost, you should be happy. We're coming to the end of a kingdom ruled in wickedness. Isaiah 46:10. Isaiah 46:8. Remember this and shew yourselves, man. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am God, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Calling a ravenous bird from the east, the man that executeth my counsel from a far country. Yeah, I have spoken it. I will also bring it to pass. I have purposed it. I will also do it. Hearken unto me, ye stout-hearted, that are far from righteousness. I bring near my righteousness. It shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. And I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. Why did he name all the nations when he said that? Because salvation is only for the Israelites. Romans 13:10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. And that's beautiful, man. And we're going to keep on pushing that spirit, man. Right? That spirit that we're getting closer and closer to the finish line. Lord willing. One generation passeth, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. I know that's right. First Corinthians 7:31. And they that use this world as not abusing this, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. It's sure to pass away, man. So don't get attached to these things. We don't have much more time left. Like we always say, man, we just got to be patient. If you don't have that patience, if the Lord haven't built that up in you, it's going to be very hard for you. So, So like I'm gonna go ahead in this. 1 Peter 4:7. But the end of all things is at hand. Peace, therefore sober, and watch under prayer. Above all things, have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins. And in these times, man, it's not a time to play around. You want to get right while you have time. So that being said, Lord willing, the lesson was at the fun of those out there listening and watching. Call Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh by Hashem Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops, the great millstone once again, who taught me the truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh. Until next time, I say Shalom Israel, Shalom, and as always, we're one day close to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom Israel, Shalom.